The main works are going on. Very soon we will have the aluminium works and the glass works. So once we have the glass works, we will have closure of the building. That's an important step in the construction.
Emirati food is very much about community eating. The overall space is going to just make people feel comfortable and at home.
I'm really excited to see Gerbou come to life, to see how people would experience it. And is it going to be like how we kind of drew it up, you know, on the board?
The beauty of Gerbou is, first of all, its location. It's not in the center of the city, but it's not far. The location, the garden, and being able to just pause, go outside, listen to the birds, go back in. You want people who walk in to feel like they're at home.
The client wanted to retain the character of the building because it's got a history, but it's also looking towards the future from old to really contemporary.
And I always say I want it to be a space for people to dwell. You want them to feel like a sense of belonging.
Hey Salim, what's up?
Hey Hattie, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. So can't wait to see the sample. How is it looking?
Well, it's come out
In Gerbou, you will find many of the design pieces there being inspired by nature.
I'm pretty excited. I think it has come out as per what you expected.
Wow, so you built the whole thing?
Yeah, that's a one to one.
The size?
Yes, it is.
So this is how we're gonna have it literally in the restaurant?
Exactly the same.
One of the key features also at the back of the restaurant that you will see is the crown canopy that is made out of liquid metal. The artwork itself that's on the crown canopy, it really celebrates, you know, the Ghaf tree, which is the national tree of the UAE, and Rabia bird, which is also a bird that you will see everywhere in the UAE.
Very beautiful, very beautiful.
We had identified 3 design pillars in the start of the concept: the Ghaf tree, the pearl diving history that is very relevant to UAE, and a lot of the traditional crafts like weaving and understanding Sadu patterns.
Basically, I think the client really wanted a modern space, but that would really have a strong, authentic Arabic story behind it.
One of which is the breeze blocks and the particular patterns that represent different Emirates, one of them related to Dubai. So it was quite interesting to understand that and how we were able to use that pattern into different forms of our design. The entry has a sort of a mesh that was, again, influenced from one of the local Dubai-based patterns.
So this Islamic motif that we're using throughout the restaurant is so prominent that you will see it everywhere, all the way from the branding of the restaurant itself, all the way to the cookery and the dinnerware that you will, you know, eat from as well.
So this is our NOP plate, right?
Right, as you can see, it's ready. The plain wares are ready, and they're decorating this.
Yeah.
This.
Tashkeel not just collaborated with local designers and celebrating local design and manufacturing, but we've also collaborated with international designers as well. The sculptor Alice Ewing has worked on a very beautiful bronze sculpture that celebrates the desert rose.
Living in Suffolk has definitely had a big influence on nature and landscape as a subject for my work. It was funny how much we had in common with the restaurant's ethos in terms of like being close to a material, understanding it, being excited about produce, so all of those elements to it. Kind of feel there's a lot of shared ground. It's been the design process that's reflected that more. So hearing other people mirror back that attention to detail and being excited about something as small as a tiny desert bug or a particular desert rose. I hope that people can see and recognize, you know, the flora and fauna in the design, something that's around them all the time. If they haven't noticed it, maybe it will get them to look a bit closer when they leave.
Gerbou has really proven that things can be made really well in the UAE. How design excellence, craftsmanship is all our doorstep here. We don't have to go too far to find the right people to do the job.
Gerbou kind of highlights a very important aspect, which is sort of taking the culture of the UAE and then bringing it into this dining experience. I'm working on the design of a lighting pendant that will go into the Gerbou restaurant. And it's actually going to highlight the use of fish scales as a biodegradable material and kind of highlight also the fishing and marine industry in the UAE and its rich history.
Sustainability has always been one of the key pillars, I'd say, when we were talking about the design and the interior design of the space. So you will see so many pieces that also touch on sustainability, such as the ply palm, where the palm fronds have been sourced from maybe 15 kilometers away from the restaurant itself.
Ply palm material is special because it uses a source that is shed seasonally naturally, so it's not cutting down something and harming the environment in any way. The palm tree is such an important icon in the UAE's culture because it's seen as a source of shelter, food, with the dates, and for me to be able to create a sustainable material out of the same palm tree, it goes under this umbrella of care and honesty and the culture of the UAE and the hospitality of it overall, which are all values that Gerbou restaurant share.
We'd already been working with the Tashkeel team on various projects within their own premises, doing some upgrades. So actually then the project came up to design the restaurant and we sort of jumped at it. The process is always amazing. We come up with a narrative and a design direction, but it was really wonderful to have Sheikha Latifa part of that process where she really wanted us to infuse a lot of local authenticity, stories from culture and heritage, which was really important. And also working with some of the Tashkeel design teams as well, or getting inspiration from them. I think this was really an important part of that process, the collaboration.
When you see the vision of Gerbou, it's all about taking the Emirati cuisine to highlight actually the Emirati cuisine in a different way. It's going to be a remarkable thing in the food industry, okay, especially in the UAE. So we're like, okay, we need to be like part of that because this is not happening every day.
The design of the tables are very simple, but it's actually coming from the branding of Gerbou, which is inspired from the Islamic geometrical shapes. In our search for materials, we were just looking around for any waste material that we can incorporate in our design. So we actually got the construction waste from old Tashkeel, which are actually the marble stairs. And we mixed it in the new, the concrete that we're gonna put in the new table.
We got our wood from the electrical cable spools. Normally it goes to waste.
So it's like a journey from waste coming back to life.
It's a proud moment, you know.
Once Gerbou is open, first thing, we will eat everything on the menu. You know, that will be a mission, especially the ice cream. I'm looking forward to that.
We don't know what the reactions will be. Again, it is also a sneak peek for me to have a small, tiny, mini Gerbou in front of our eyes. A pop-up like this, it's like giving birth to a child. And there's nothing more, I think, overwhelming and more exciting. And I have butterflies to see the reaction of it.
اكيد انا كثير متحمسه بس ما حكذب عليكي واقول لك انه انا مالي متوتره وهيك لا انا اكيد متوتره لانه الضغط حيكون كثير قوي باول فتره بس عن جد نحن كثير متحمسين على الاقل لنحط اسمنا على الخريطه اول فتره يعني حتى نعرف مين Gerbou.
We will have people who says it's not done this way, it's done in this way, or it's done in that way. But I think for us, we have to own it and say, this is the way we do it. I think that's the ground we will stand on. Even if everybody does it differently, this is the way we're doing it, and this is the way we're serving it.